And I'm way better at giving awards than getting them. So this is something that my son and I have done for almost 20 years now. I got two little grandsons that are 6 and 2, and 2 weeks from last night, I get to welcome my first granddaughter. So the investment I've made in this organization is for them, and I didn't even know they were coming 20 years ago. The purpose of this is to honor and acknowledge the passion, commitment, and vision for those biologists dedicated to the sound management of and hunting opportunities for North America's wild sheep. That's really the main criteria I looked at 20 years ago when I started this. We've had 17 inductees over the last 18 years. We took a year off for COVID, and that's pretty much a who's who in the wild sheep management and research world. This year gives me great pleasure to announce that Bill Jex, the provincial wild sheep and mountain goat specialist for the province of British Columbia, is this year's inductee into the Biologist Wall of Fame. Bill's wildlife career is almost 40 years, almost 30 of it in British Columbia, prior to that, Ontario. He's been the provincial sheep and goat specialist for the last 7 years, and the ministry rep to the Waffle Wild Sheep Working Group, now called the Wild Sheep Initiative, for the last 8 or 9 years, 12 years. Bill recently led development of a thin-horn sheep management evaluation for North America that's circulating right now for final approval. He led the development of that report, and Bill is going to end his ministry career at the end of Canada's fiscal year, at the end of March. Bill and I have been friends and colleagues for a long time, and I've always respected Bill's ability to sit down and reach out and coordinate, whether it's First Nations, resident or non-resident sportsmen and women, outfitters, outfitter associations. Bill's been instrumental in some really big stone sheep work that the Wild Sheep Foundation fully supports. Bill's also been involved with wildlife health, wild sheep health surveillance in the province for thin horns, along with the wildlife vets. Students that have done great work. The taxonomy of wild sheep or stone sheep has been updated about 8, 9 years ago. Bill led that effort. He's also mentored a lot of graduate students and helped them shape their projects so that there was relevance to their work. Bill's been an expert on horn aging and the Conservation Officer Service, as well as the Wild Sheep Society of BC, has used Bill's talents to get the word out to help educate hunters about picking the right ram. Make sure it's an older stone ram. In recognition of Bill's 40-year career for wild sheep, working for sheep hunters and other wildlife, Wild Sheep Foundation recognizes and appreciates all the work he's done. Please help me welcome Bill Jex as the inductee for this year's Wild Sheep Biologist Wall of Fame.
Well, thank you, Kevin, and thank you, Wild Sheep Foundation, and thank you all out there. It's pretty special. Like Kevin, you know, I'm used to giving thanks to people, not getting it, so it's good. Won't take up too much time. Just want to say, you know, we're all together in this family, and whether you're somebody who takes somebody sheep hunting, whether you're somebody who goes sheep hunting, or maybe you're just someone who just loves the wildlife and wants to be out and take pictures of it. I want to thank you all. We all share a special bond. Behind all of that is a biologist slaving away somewhere in an office, and there's a bunch of biologists in the room here tonight. And if you get a chance, hug a biologist, because they're putting in their time trying to make it good for you all. So thank you very much.